Well, that's the Drover's Arms, so that means I'm in Rel for another mini adventure. I'll get back to you when I've turned off the main road, when it's a bit quieter. It's better. Turned off the main road, nice and quiet now to do a piece to camera. Yeah, as you saw, just past the Drover's Arms, that was my tides local. Now my tide is my grandfather. In Wales, we say nine and tide. Your nine is your grandmother, your tide is your grandfather, and that was my grandfather's, or my tides local. Anyway, the walk I'm doing today is basically the Lady Bagot's walk. I'm doing it in the clockwise direction. I'll be finishing off the coming back down into Rel, down Lady Bagot's Drive when I reach Bontuchel. Climbing a bit now, or I will be in a minute. But yeah, when I reach Bontuchel, I'll be doing a bit of an extension through Coed Y Fron Wyllt. Now that means, in English, it means wild wood. Coed Y Fron Wyllt. It's a Forestry Commission walk, and never done it before, so it might never be seen again. But from what I can gather, it's waymarked by yellow posts, I think. Like I say, it's a set walk, so it's an extension. So when I reach Bontuchel, I'll be heading up, climbing a bit for about, I don't know, it's about a mile, something like that. I think the actual walk on Coed Y Fron Wyllt, something like that anyway. In the guidebook it says allow an hour, but there's no way it's going to take me an hour. I'll probably do it in about 20 minutes, something like that. But yeah, climbing now. I'll reach Bontuchel, and normally I would just go and cross the bridge and then head back down Lady Bagot's. But this is Coed Y Fron Wyllt, heading off into the wildwood. So I'll speak to you when I got a bit higher, and I'll show you some of the views. Onwards and upwards. Oh yes, bring it on. This is what we want. Gaining some height now. And height means views. So, onwards and upwards. And there you go. See how much height I've gained, and if I can find it, zoom in. There's the Drovers. That's what I passed earlier, tucked away in the Vale of Clwyd. That's my tides local. So anyway, beautiful day. Not too hot for the climbing. Anyway, it's leveled off a bit now anyway, so beautiful. Keep going. Leveled off a touch now. I'll be gaining a bit of height again soon. And just for the record, in case someone wants to know how long this walk is, Bagot's, that's the way back from Bontuchel to Rel, is 3 mile, so it must be 3 mile from Rel to Bontuchel, the track that I'm on now, or the country lane I should call it. So that's 6 mile. The detour is probably about 2 mile into the wildwood. Coed Y Fron Wyllt. So it's probably about 8 mile this walk. How long it's going to take me, no idea. Probably a couple of hours, something like that. The only timed walk that I've got on record is when I used to do sponsored walks, open to offers. I have talked about this in a few of my other videos. It starts off in Kilkenny, goes across over the Clwyd mountain range, and then back around through loggerheads and what have you. And I was second the very first time I did it. There was about 140 or 120 entered it. It's not a race. It's just like a sponsored walk. You can just do it for fun if you want, but I used to, you know, just get some sponsors and what have you. And it was 21 miles, and I did it in 8.5 hours. So you do the maths, and that's not on flat. It's not walking flat. That is mountain country. So 21 miles in 8.5 hours, not too bad that. That was the very first time I did it, and I was second out of, I think it was 120, 140 people, something like that. So, but like I say, this walk, well, it does gain a bit of height, but it's nothing like walking in the mountains, but I'll probably do it in a couple of hours. So it's about 8 miles for the record. So gaining some height again now. Onwards and upwards. Gaining some more height now. As you can see, these lanes are very narrow but very quiet. You'll probably just, well, last time I was on this walk, didn't meet a single car, but you'll perhaps just get the odd one, perhaps two at the most. Very quiet. But it's easy, just stand to one side, no problem. But yeah, gained a bit of height. Quite cool under the trees. I've probably done about a mile now. Probably got another 2 before I reach Bontuchel. See the Coed Mountains there. I'll get to this gate here. I'll show you the Coedens. That's where I did the, well, where I used to do a lot of the sponsored walks. Used to come out over Penacloddiau, which you can't see from here, it's just behind the tree, and there's more Arth, and used to come right across. It's more of I. Got to show them up, haven't I? Jubilee Tower, and right across and drop down behind there is Loggerheads, and used to make my way around back to Kilking. 21 miler, 8.5 hours, so it's quite good going. But yeah, probably a couple of miles to go now, reach Bontuchel, and then I'll be heading off on my detour, Coed Y Fron Wyllt, the Wildwood. As I said earlier, Forestry Commission walk, never done it before. I think it's waymarked, and it's got a bird hide and a wildlife pond or something. There's some features in it anyway. So anyway, I'm actually dropping down a bit. But soon I will be gaining more height. So keep going. Okay, probably done about 2 miles now, probably a mile to go, something like that, until I reach Bontuchel. Just to show you the views. Looking back to the Coedians. And that forestry there, that's where the way I'll be returning. All the way down to Rell. That's where Lady Bagot's Drive is, in that wood there. From Bontuchel to Rell. But in between is the Wildwood. Coed Y Fron Wyllt. Wildwood. So yeah, keep going. Probably about a mile now, I think. And I'll be in Bontuchel. You see the horses in this field here, got these hoods on. I can't see a thing, but it's for the flies going in their eyes. They'll send you mad, that. They can't do this, can they? So yeah, not long now. Oh, you can see the sign there, which says not suitable for heavy traffic there. That's the main road up there. And then I'll just turn right, drop down to Bontuchel, and then I'll making the detour then. As I said, normally I would just, if I was returning, I'd just go over the bridge and then back down Bagot's Drive, but a bit of an extension today. Bontuchel. Okay, just reaching the turning off point now. As I said, normally I would just carry on and over the bridge and back through Baggots, which is there. That's the bridge there. I just turn right over there, but I'm heading up here today. The extension. And here I am. I only glanced at the map this morning. I've been calling it Coed Y Fron Wyllt. As you can see, it's actually Coed Y Fron Wyllt. Either way, Coed Y Fron Wyllt, Coed Y Fron Wyllt. At the end of the day, it means wild wood. But anyway, we'll get it right. Coed Y Fron Wyllt. And that's the start. Heading off that way. So it's Coed Y Fron Wyllt instead of Coed Y Fron Wyllt. I'll just call it the Wildwood from now on. Anyway, I think it is going to be waymarked. So I think this is the hide I'm coming across now. Bird watching hide. No binoculars with me today, so don't know if there's anyone in there. Well, yeah, yellow. I thought it was yellow, yeah. No one in there. So yeah, Coed Y Fron Wyllt. And I've been calling it Coed Y Fron Wyllt. Wildwood. So yeah, follow the yellow arrows. Bird song. Listen to that all day. And this is, well, they call it a circular route. It's more oblong than anything. And it arrives back where I've started by the sign there, so I'll be coming probably up where them cars were parked. Coed Y Fron Wyllt. Get it right. Anyway, plenty of wildlife, well, the birds anyway, tweeting and all sorts of. So yeah, keep going. Picnic bench. Stop and have something to eat and drink. Over the river, or stream I would call it really. Plenty of bird song. And there's the hide that I passed earlier. So I think it's just around this corner, and then I'll be back at the where I started, or where I turned off the main road. Coed Y Fron Wyllt. Let's get it right. As I say, I only glanced at the map this morning. But either way, Coed Y Fron Wyllt or Coed Y Fron Wyllt. At the end of the day, it's wildwood, so yeah, I can hear people talking, there's cars there, so it's just round the corner here now. I'd put it down 1.5 miles, 2 miles, but actually a lot of cars there, I think. Yeah, 2 mile at the most, I would have thought. It's taken me probably about 20 minutes, something like that. Nice walk. Plenty of wildlife to be heard, not much to be seen. Saw a few rabbits and squirrels, but plenty of bird song and stuff like that. And if you're into your bird watching, you can take get your binoculars and go in and hide and what have you. But yeah, nice little extension to the walk. Yeah, just around this corner, and then I'll be joining the main road again and dropping back down to Bontuchel. So yeah, it's Coed Fron Y Wyllt, just in case I never mentioned it. Either way, Coed Y Fron Wyllt, Coed Fron Y Wyllt, Wildwood. Heading back to Bontuchel now. Bontuchel Bridge. Ferrol drop. I am now on Lady Bagot's Drive. Drops down to Rell. About 3 miles, and I'll be back in Rell. Well, I'm on the bench just next to the drovers, which is over there, and the sun is beating down, so that means it's the end of the walk. Nice little walk, about 8 mile from Rell up to Bontuchel, then up to Coed Y Fron Wyllt, let's get it right, or the Wildwood, then back to Bontuchel, across to Lady Bagot's Drive, then back down to where I am now, in Rell, outside the drovers. So yeah, about 8 mile, something like that, and it's taken about 2.25 hours, something like that. So it's a nice little stroll. So, as always, thanks for tagging along. You're more than welcome. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again. Diolch yn fawr iawn i chi.